Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. This is going to be a collective reading to see what messages Spirit has for your highest good in this moment. Please do remember that some things may apply to you, some things may not. Take what resonates and leave the rest. Hope you're all having a good day so far. Let's get right into the messages. All right, what is the overall energy of the collective in this moment? We have the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. The Knight of Pentacles he's up to something. Some new endeavor. He's got something that he's moving toward. Something he's trying to do. What are you up to, collective? All right. What's hidden, what's influencing this situation is the Seven of Swords. Somebody is being sneaky, lying, cheating, stealing, or it could be someone being strategic, which means holding your cards close to your chest, not sharing everything that you are up to, but you're definitely up to something. All right. What is the truth? What is the truth that the collective needs to recognize and acknowledge in this moment, in this reading? The truth is you're a boss. You're a boss. King of Pentacles. Okay. So you have plans. You're moving towards something. You have a goal. You have a goal and you are feeling cool about it. And maybe I really am feeling, well, I'm not going to speculate. Sometimes the cards will surprise us. But with this Seven of Swords, you holding your goal close to your chest. Whatever this opportunity is that you are moving toward, whatever it is that you're up to, you're not sharing. And we have the truth here. The King of Pentacles is that you are someone who is thinking very logically about this situation. You're a boss. Okay, the King of Pentacles is very focused, has big picture energy. So you're not just looking at the details, the little details. You have the big picture in mind. All right, so what is the crossroads, the choice, the decision that's available to the collective in this moment? We have the Nine of Wands here. And my first is to take it in reverse. It came out more reversed than upright. So, the Nine of Wands is the wounded warrior. You are no longer wounded. You are coming out of survival mode. Okay, the choice is, and this is in a position of the choice, the decision that needs to be made. So you made a choice. You are no longer allowing others. Let's take a good look at this card here. Yeah. So you have been through something. You've been through a lot. You have been wounded. Maybe even betrayed. You've been hunted. Look at these guys with these guns looking for her. You've been hunted, okay? Attacked. over and over and over again in your life. And this puts you in survival mode. So you've been struggling, just trying to survive all these attacks that's been coming towards you. But this energy is in reverse. So you are no longer in survival mode. You have found a way out of that situation. All right. And you're choosing to no longer be in survival mode. This is a choice. Okay, what's the lesson? What is this experience teaching us? King of Wands. That you are your own authority. The King of Wands is his own authority. This is the energy of you understanding your own power. Ooh, look at this card. This card is powerful. The King of Wands is, ooh, look, the building is burning, okay? The whole town is on fire. The whole town is on fire. This is, and he's standing just looking at what is burning behind him. This is someone who is not willing to go backwards. He's burned the bridges. He's burned whatever is in his past. He has burned it. He is moving forward. This is someone who is choosing to step in his power. So you are choosing to be in your power. You are no longer being bound by anything that gets in your way. You are determined to not allow things to stand in your way. You have a vision for your life. The King of Wands is a visionary, and this is the energy of moving forward. And remember that we may not be talking, as I'm doing the reading, I may be referring to he or she, feminine, masculine and feminine energies, but these energies are interchangeable. We all have these energies, okay? These are just archetypes. In other words, the energies that we all possess, okay? So the lesson here is to take control of your life, to be your own leader, to lead yourself, to not be led, but to be the leader that you are, the visionary that you are, to take action towards what you truly believe is for you. The King of Wands is also my energy for an entrepreneur. Maybe there's something that you're on fire about, you know what I mean? Like something that you're extremely passionate about. And you're deciding to lead yourself in that direction. And by leading yourself, you also lead others. Okay, let's keep moving. Let's get into these. Oh, sorry about that. I messed up. And on the bottom of the deck, we have the Ten of Cups. This is your happily ever after. The Ten of Cups is emotional fulfillment in your environment, with the people around you. You're happy. Your environment is happy. Your family's happy. This is you creating an environment of pure joy and having your wishes fulfilled. So let's see how we're going to get there. How do we get there? Okay. So I have a different deck here, and we're going to get into these energies. Find out the moral of the story. So, what does the collective need to know about this Knight of Pentacles? What is the Knight of Pentacles up to? Okay, we have two cards flip over here. So we have the Nine of Cups. This is emotional fulfillment. This is you being fulfilled within yourself because you're following, you're on your path. This is individual happiness here. This is you being completely solid with yourself. And look, he's got the lamp here, the genie lamp here. Okay, this is you fulfilling your own wishes, being emotionally fulfilled on your own. This is not the Ten of Cups energy. The Ten of Cups is the next step, being emotionally fulfilled in your environment and being, just happy in your life, in your inner life, in your outer life. Nine of Cups is all about you. This is about you understanding that you can fill your own cup. You can create happiness for yourself and emotional fulfillment and satisfaction for yourself. And you're doing that because you are on your path. So the Knight of Pentacles is on his path. And this is perfect confirmation of that energy. The Knight of Pentacles, this is the slowest moving knight in the deck, okay? Takes its time because Pentacles represent manifestations in your life, in your real, your 3D life. And so manifestations take time, but you're on the path to whatever it is you want to create. That's where you are in this moment. You are on your path. I love that. Full of hope, focus, beautiful energy. Okay, what else does the collective need to know? Okay, so justice flipped over into reverse. You are on your path clearly, but this is justice came out in reverse. Justice is about making the right decisions, taking accountability. It's about restoring harmony with truth. So balancing the scales here. I'm not feeling like this is your energy. I'm feeling like this is the energy of someone who feels unfairly treated here. Someone who does not feel like this is the right, you're doing the right thing. Okay, so we have some opposition here because this is considered unjust to someone. You being on your path and doing your own thing, someone else is considering this to be unjust. Okay, and it's falling right up under this swords energy, the lying, cheating, stealing. Okay, and this is the dynamic that's influencing the situation. This could be the energy of other people in your life. Okay, that's what I'm feeling here. All right, let's get more information. Tell us about this Seven of Swords. Is this the energy of the collective? Whose energy is this? Tell me more. Okay. The Hangman. Okay. So we have Justice in reverse and the Hangman. Well, Justice in reverse came out. I feel that you maybe, are you feeling guilty? No, you're not feeling guilty. You're in your Nine of Cups energy. You're emotionally, you may be feeling a little guilty. You may be feeling like, you may be feeling the energy of someone projecting onto you that this is unfair. You actually following your own path. It feels like, yes, because sometimes when you're on your own path, or when you are doing things your own way, and you're not following, the expectations of others. Yeah, there's often a feeling also that comes along with taking your own power, using your power in the way you want to use it, using your energy and doing your own thing, living life your way, right? There often comes, especially if you are an empathetic person, the Nine of Cups energy is someone who's very satisfied and happy with themselves. But the cups also represent a certain amount of empathy, right? You do have empathy for others. And with the empathy for others, I'm feeling this justice, this feeling of injustice. And it's just, it's because others are projecting onto you. You're feeling the emotions of other people about the choices that you're making, about you being focused on something that's not them. Okay. And so there is this feeling being projected of maybe, maybe a little guilt, maybe, in some way that you're not being fair. Okay. And then we have the Seven of Swords energy here. The energy of being sneaky, someone lying, cheating, stealing, taking things that don't belong to them, someone with an agenda, some type of agenda. And then we have that energy connected to this hangman. Okay, the hangman is about surrender and having a new perspective. But this could also be an energy of someone who feels stuck. Okay. Let's get more information on the shadow side, but the hangman is reversed. So maybe someone is seeing something differently. Let's get more information. What else does the collective need to know about the Seven of Swords? Ooh. Yeah. So we have the Fool here. We know the Fool is faith, stepping out on faith for a new beginning. The Fool is in reverse. It's in reverse. This is definitely the energy of someone else. You clearly have faith. You're moving forward. So this energy of someone with this ulterior motive, this is someone with ulterior motives, okay, feeling like you moving ahead is unfair to them. This person needs to get a new perspective. This is someone who needs to see things differently. But the way that they're feeling stuck and the way they're seeing things is, this is someone who does not want to, is this someone that does not want a new beginning for you? Okay. With the Fool reverse, this is someone refusing to step out on faith. Maybe this is someone who has a problem with you being full of faith and doing things your own way and following your own path, because maybe they're afraid to do that. Let's find out. We definitely have some backfiring energy here in reference to this Seven of Swords. Okay, what do we need to know? Oh, look, came right out. The Strength. Okay. I'm feeling like this is feeling very strongly. Okay, what do we need to know about the Justice reverse, the Fool reverse, the Seven of Swords energy. What do we need to know about this energy? Give us clarity. And the Strength fell right on top of this Nine of Cups and the Star. The Ace of Pentacles. So this person sees you. This person sees you very strong, sees you as someone who's very strong. Strength is about your inner strength. So this isn't about you being physically strong. This is about you being mentally, your strength comes from the inside. So you are strong, okay? And you move forward. You're focused. This is someone who sees you as focused. You are dead set on this Ace of Pentacles. You are moving ahead. Okay, so why is this an issue for this person in the collective's life? Clearly, this is an issue. This is someone who does not want you to move ahead. Why? Okay. Five of Cups. Grief, disappointment. Oh, sorry, got my stomach growling. Disappointment, grief. This is someone who is really grieving the fact that you are moving ahead, the fact that you are strong, the fact that you are not afraid to start over. This is someone who feels like you're treating them unfairly, like they're really in their feelings about it. Okay, we're going to move on. That's interesting. This is someone who doesn't want to see. This is someone who does not have the faith. So they see you moving ahead in your life and doing things your own way. This is someone who does not somebody wants to keep you stuck. Let me just say that. It's like the crab in the bucket since I want you to stay here with me. You're moving on without me. This is someone who feels that you are moving on without them. They don't want this new beginning. They feel like it's unfair. Okay, what else do we need to know about the Seven of Swords? Ooh, more backfiring energy. The Hierophant in reverse. Yeah. The Hierophant is someone of authority. Someone who, this is someone who is trustworthy, honest, who has authority in life. This person, the Hierophant in reverse, is someone who wants authority but should not have any authority. This is someone who has no faith, and has no authority. Should not have any authority. This is someone, the Hierophant represents tradition. It represents spirituality. This is a spiritual leader. This is a teacher. This is someone who does not learn. Who wants to, you see these keys, right? The Hierophant has the key to understanding. The key, see the candles around here, the light, right? The Hierophant has understanding, and they share it, right? You see her sitting on a loudspeaker. They share their spiritual understanding, their knowledge about the light. This is someone who has no light in reverse. This is someone oof, a very dark energy. Yeah, someone who should not have any authority, and they clearly don't. Okay. All right, we're going to move on from that energy. Let's keep going. I don't want to get stuck there because that's a very negative energy. Somebody totally selfish is what it is. This is someone selfish. All right. And we're talking about the energy of the hidden pattern. Okay, so this must be the energy of people that has been a part of your experience, and why this may be why you are in your Knight of Pentacles energy. You are choosing to focus on your pentacles, okay, and move in the direction of what benefits you and your life. And this is an issue for the people in your life. Look, this card, yeah, the Strength card came out as a challenge. I'm going to take it in reverse. It's a challenge. This is someone who is not strong. They see you as strong. The Strength came out over here. This is someone who sees your strength. They have an issue. Ooh. Yeah. All right, we're going to leave that. Oh my gosh, the Six of Pentacles came out. King of Pentacles said we're going to leave that. I'm going to take this energy. No, I'm not. I'm going to take it the way it came out. This is someone who wants your generosity. We're still talking about the Seven of Swords here. This dishonest person who wants you to give to them. Yes, this is someone. This card is right on top of the Nine of Cups and the Star. This is someone who wants you to pour into them. And they want you to pour into them because they are empty. They are empty. This is someone who is codependent, totally, who has no faith. No faith, no belief, no inner strength, but they want your energy. They want your Nine of Cups energy. They want you to pour into them. So this is someone who wants you, who wants to be emotionally supported by you. And they feel like when you're not giving them your attention, you are being unfair. Someone very entitled. All right, let's talk about the King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles energy. What truth needs to be recognized here? You're your own authority. King of Pentacles is a boss. You are someone who takes total control of your life. Eight of Pentacles. Yes, yes, yes. You work hard. The Eight of Pentacles is the card of hard work and mastery. You are focused on mastering something. You're very good at something. Very, very good. This guy has his needles and his bigs. This is someone who is in his element. He's doing something that he loves to do. He's mastering something. The King of Pentacles this is right in line. You're someone who works very hard. Somebody, and you're focused on this. But that's an injustice to somebody else. This is somebody who doesn't want you to focus on building yourself up. Okay, what else about this King of Pentacles energy? You have the Knight of Cups. Sweet talker. Knight of Cups. Someone wants to come in, laying right on top of this injustice and the Hanged Man. Someone wants to come in So this is someone who this is someone who makes you false promises. Okay, this is someone who comes in and makes a bunch of promises and tells you all these things. They want to dangle, this is someone who plays with your heart. Look, the heart is on a hook here. This is someone who tells you everything that you want to hear to bait and switch you. This is someone who wants to bait you, to distract you. Comes in and tells you things, makes you promises, gets your hopes up to distract you. Yeah. What else? What else do we need to know about this King of Pentacles energy? Yeah, there's someone who wants to keep you distracted. We have the Six of Cups here. This could be someone from your past. This could be memories. Someone coming in. Oh, remember when we were so close. I want to get back to the way we used to be. This is someone who pulls on the heartstrings of your inner child. This is someone who understands you, who understands your inner child, right? So they know how to get your attention. This is someone who understands the emotions of your inner child. They know your history. They know your triggers. They know how to speak to your inner child to get you, to distract you in order to keep you bound to them. This is someone who uses manipulation through your inner child wounds to keep you from moving forward, to keep you stuck to them, because they don't want you to move forward. They do not want you to move away from them. They want you stuck to them, afraid to step out on faith and have a new beginning. This is someone highly, highly manipulative. But you're a boss, though. This person's trying to manipulate someone who has a big picture for their life. Like, you have a vision for your life. You're in this big picture energy and you going for it. And this is somebody trying to stop you. I see what it is. Okay. Anything else? Oh my goodness. Queen of Wands in reverse. This could not even be a romantic partner. The Queen of Wands in reverse. This could be a friend. This could be a family member. This could be a child, a sibling. This could be anyone in your life. With this Six of Cups energy, I'm drawn to this is someone who wants you to focus on them like you're their mother. They want you to take care of them like you're their mother. Give them all your emotional energy. Want you to be completely stuck on them, entitled. Especially we talking about grown people, adults, okay? Queen of Wands in reverse, jealous, envious, has no confidence. This is someone deeply insecure. Someone who may have been hurt in the past, and because they were hurt in the past, they have now become the villain. They didn't heal. Someone unhealed. Mm-hmm. Okay. This energy is very strong. I've been trying to get away from it, but it's still here. This energy is coming through very. This is someone who really, 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 really wants your attention. Someone jealous and envious. This is someone who is jealous of you in this King of Pentacles energy, the fact that you're a boss. And they're trying to infiltrate your success through all sorts of tactics. Very highly entitled. This is someone who does not like the fact that you are yourself. I want you to give them everything. Okay. Moving on. Moving on. Whew. And this is the truth. The truth that needs to be recognized is that you are a boss. And you have here someone who has an issue with the fact that you are in this big picture energy and you want to focus on your comfort. You have, you want to focus on your success, your comfort, your mastery here. And this is someone who just wants you to pour into them. Simple as that. Okay. And they think that's your job, to pour into them. What's the crossroads? What's the choice, the decision? We're in the Nine of Wands reverse. Okay. This is someone who has attacked you over and over again with this Seven of Swords, with lies, with manipulation, taking things that don't belong to them. These can also be, remember, we're talking about with the swords, we're talking about communication. We're talking about your thoughts, your mental space. This is someone who's trying to trick you, by messing with your mentality. Okay. Taking things that don't belong to them. Trying to have you, this is someone who is trying to take your power, trying to take your inner knowing, your understanding, your belief in yourself. This has to do with your belief systems. This is someone who is trying to take your beliefs, okay, steal from you the things that make you strong, tear you down in a way that you don't even see it. You can't see it because it's not physical. This is someone who's very mentally abusive, okay? Someone who is giving you the evil eye, right? Understanding that you're someone who's very hopeful and you want to stay on your path. This is someone who may tell you that they support you, but behind your back, they do not support you at all. This is someone who wants to take what you have, period. Jealous, envious of what you have. Okay, Nine of Wands, the wounded warrior, reverse. So you're no longer allowing this person to wound you. You understand this person. You see them for who they are, and you're no longer allowing yourself to be wounded by this. This is your choice. So you've made a decision. Okay, tell me more. Tell me about the Nine of Wands here. Oh, jeez. Card falling on the floor. Just a second. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. This card came out on the floor. And it's the Empress. It is the Empress. I've been waiting for this card to come out. Someone doesn't want you to know this, though. Someone does not want you to know this, who you are. The Empress knows who she is. She knows that she is creative and fertile. You are fertile, honey. Fertile with life-giving energy. And you know who you are. There is no doubt. And this is what this Queen of Wands reverse energy, this jealous, envious energy, this is what they're jealous and envious of. They're jealous and envious of the fact that you know who you are. And because you know who you are choosing to not, you are no longer in survival mode. You are in the energy of, I know what I want and I know how to create it. Butterflies, transformation all around you because you chose to no longer allow yourself to be put in survival mode by people. No more. Yeah, you made a different choice. Because you saw your own potential. You understand who you are. Listen, I'm not letting weak people hold me back from living my dream, from creating the life that I want to live. And that's what you said, right? That's the energy. Okay. And look, we have the Six of Wands here. This is public success. Public success. Okay, because of your generosity, because you have mastered something. You sharing whatever this is that you are moving toward, whatever this is that is on your path, it's meant for you to share, okay? Because you've learned something. We all come here to learn, to grow, and to share what we know, what we've discovered on our path, right? Because that's called evolution. And when you gain understanding, you can help other people to understand. Remember that there is someone who is in the place where you once were. People are celebrating you. Okay. Anything else about this Nine of Wands energy? Nine of Wands reversed energy. I love it. I love this energy. Yeah. You know who you are, collective. All right. Here we go. We got the Fool 2.0. Look, you're jumping anyway. You're jumping anyway. And you are following your highest excitement. You are no longer in survival mode. Okay? You came out of that when you decided to start over. The Fool 2.0 is taking a second leap of faith. Okay? Maybe that first leap of faith didn't go for you. Maybe you were blocked from a new beginning at some point. Maybe you did see an opportunity for a new beginning, but maybe you didn't take it because maybe you were in survival mode, but you are no longer in survival mode and you have stepped out of that, realized who you are, realize that you have people who are supportive of you. There are people out there supporting you and cheering you on, honey. Cheering you toward making this new beginning, taking another chance on yourself, getting yourself unstuck by stepping out on faith and following your highest excitement. Look, all right, and we got the Temperance here. This is you being balanced, you finding that balance within yourself, understanding. This is not someone, I don't feel like this is an energy that you hate, but I feel like this is maybe someone that you love who is trying to block you, and you understand that, but you have found the balance and the strength to understand, but still following the flow of your life energy, of your calling. This is you finding harmony with this situation. Okay? So you're no longer feeling bad. You're no longer in this justice reverse energy. You have found harmony within yourself with the choice to move towards what you truly want. And that's you taking authority in your King of Wands energy. So let's find out about this is the lesson. This is the lesson. Yep. You allowed something to end with the death here so you could transform. You understand that sometimes you got to let things end in order for you to be on your path. You can't save other people. You can't. So there we have the death here. There's an ending. There's transformation. It's not just an ending, there's transformation. And this transformation is not about the other person. This transformation is about you. This transformation is about you allowing the old version of yourself to die. Because in order for you to change your life, in order for you to become this boss that you want to become and be this King of Wands who is burning the past and moving forward, you know, who is leaving behind, you know, who has left behind, like, no, I'm building something new. I'm creating something new for myself. You have to let the version of yourself that would sit with this person in this backfiring energy, you have to let that person die. You had to, you know, and that's how you transform your life. You literally have to allow the old version of yourself. You have to kill the old version of yourself, okay? So, and you did that. I love it. Anything else about this King of Wands energy, the lesson? Anything else? All right. I think that's it. What's the conclusion for the collective? Oh, Lord. The Ace of Cups reverse. What you allowed to die with this death, what the transformation is that you are no longer overflowing. You're no longer, the Ace of Cups is overflowing emotion is what I'm feeling. But you're no longer, you see this thing holding on to this cup. Well, this is representing a hand from the divine, right? Usually the Ace of Cups energy for me is self-love, or it could be just overflowing in emotion. Someone very emotional. Okay. With this coming out in reverse next to after the death card, what you allowed to die was this overflowing of emotion within yourself. Okay, you had to get very logical and leave your emotions out of this decision. It feels like the decision to allow something to die, this death card is right on top of the Queen of Wands in reverse and the Empress. Okay, so you allowed this energy, your connection with this energy to die. Okay, you put it down, you transformed it and decided to choose yourself and become yourself. And that required you to not be emotional, to be logical, to be very, very logical, literally to step outside of your emotions and make a very logical decision. And sometimes that you do have to leave your emotional out of it. You have to be head over heart. And that's what I'm feeling with this Ace of Cups in reverse. Head over heart. Yeah. Yeah. And then you went into hermit mode. Or you may be in hermit mode. But this is the lesson here. So you allowed a connection to die so you could transform yourself. Somebody was holding you bound to them, holding you stuck to them. You knew that you could no longer be the version of yourself that you were with this person. And you became a new version of yourself. And you were head over heart about it. And you followed your inner wisdom, your inner guidance. All right. Anything else for the collective here? You put an end to limiting beliefs. Ten of Swords. This was a painful ending. It was a painful ending for a new beginning. We have the 10 here. The 10 is an ending and a new beginning. This was a painful ending, but you also put an end to limiting beliefs. You stepped more into your power. You stopped allowing yourself to, because if you have a Queen of Wands in reverse in your life, trust and believe, when you have this kind of backfiring energy in your life, first of all, at some point you resonated with this energy. This energy came to teach you something. This energy is in your life for a reason. And at some point you were a slave to this energy. At some point you allowed this person to become you were some type of support for this energy. But when you realized that this energy was draining you, or this energy wanted to keep you stuck instead of seeing you move forward, and it doesn't necessarily have to be malicious, but it could be someone who is very self-protective, and they are very selfish because they are self-protective. They only care about what they want. So this is someone who is not able to care about what you want, and they'll use manipulation or anything that they feel like they need to keep you there with them. Someone who wants you there with them, for them. But in order for you to participate in that situation, you had to have some very limiting beliefs about yourself. You had to have some feelings of unworthiness about yourself. But you put that down. You put an end to limiting beliefs that kept you in this painful connection. And it was painful, but you allowed it to end. All right, guys, that is your reading. That is your reading. And you created happiness, and you're happily ever after for yourself. On the bottom of the deck, you realized that you have options. You realize that you don't ever have to stay stuck in one place, that you have options. You always have a choice. And I love to tell people that you are never stuck. You always have a choice. And your choice here was to take authority over your own life and to allow whatever needed to burn, whatever happens. The King of Wands is not concerned about what happens. You can burn the village, okay? Burn the village, burn the past, burn toxic connections, because you are on fire for yourself. You have a vision for your life, and you are taking authority and moving forward with that, period. Okay? All right. Thanks so much for watching. I hope this reading was helpful. I hope it was insightful. And I just want to say, keep doing what you're doing, because you're on your path. You're learning your lessons. You're taking authority over your life, and you're doing what you are supposed to be doing. This is what you come here to do. Okay. And you just keep setting an example, because you're setting a wonderful example for those who are watching, whether it feels like it or not. Don't let people project things onto you that are not yours. All right. Thanks so much. And I will see you in the next reading. Take care.